Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I hope you all are fine and doing best in your life. May Allah bless us in the month of Ramzan and accept our prayers. Today in this video, I want to share a miracle story as well as power of kalam-e-ilahi, power of dua. A lady says, I was so happy in my life. I was happy with my husband and children. When I got married, my husband was so loving and caring, and we were spending very good days and night. After spending few years, there were children, everything in my home. Suddenly what happened with me, I didn't know. I started hating my husband. I did not like my husband. I did not know what happened with my heart, that my heart didn't like my husband. I didn't want to listen to him. I didn't want to see to him. And whenever he came back home from his job, I started fighting with him. And one day, I was so in depression and in anxiety, I said to my husband that please divorce me. I don't want to live with you. My husband was surprised to see this, and my husband was so intelligent. He knew that there was something unusual with me. That's why I'm doing and I'm behaving strange. And he knew that if he did any action, then children will suffer. So he became quiet. He did not say to me anything, and he started coming late. He came late home and just sat with children and did not talk to me. He became distant from me, but I did not want to see him in home. Then my husband started coming home within 2 days in a week, and he stayed in other home because he knew that when I went to home, so my wife would fight with me. She shouted on me. That's why he stayed away from home. But the lady said my feeling was same. And sometime I regretted on my behavior and I wanted to apologize and I wanted to say to my husband, I don't know what happened with me. There is something unusual in me. Otherwise, I don't want to do this thing. But whenever I see my husband, my behavior changed completely. So in that situation, 2 or 3 years had been passed. My husband just came to home and met the children and went away. One day, she said, I was sitting alone and I was scrolling on YouTube. I was searching something. Suddenly, I watched one video. And when I saw this video, I became amazed because this video had a very powerful dua. And I started reciting this. When I started reciting this dua, I felt relaxation in me. I felt happiness and calmness in me. The dua is very short. Lailaha illallahu wahdahu la sharika lahu lahul milku walahul hamdu ala kulli shayin. She said, I recited this dua a few times, and after a long time, I felt relaxation, peace, and I was in good mood. Then I started reciting this dua, and I kept reciting. Even after reciting many times, I felt that my heart and my soul is in peace. And this is the hadith. And Nabi Rahmat sallallahu alayhi wa sallam told that whoever recite this dua, La ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lahu, lahul milku walahul hamdu ala kulli shayin. He will get the reward of freeing 10 slaves. And he will receive 100 good deeds in his good book, in his deed book. And his sins, 100 sins will be removed. And if a person recite this dua in morning, then he will be protected from Satan. And if a person recite this dua in evening, he will be protected from Satan till evening to morning. So this dua is very beneficial to protect from evil things, from Satan and from magic and other thing. So she said that I recited this dua the whole day and completed 1,000 times. The next day again I recited this dua and completed 2,000 times. And I felt that my heart was feeling love toward my husband and the feeling of hate removed. So she said I kept reciting this dua, and after a few days I felt vomiting, and when I vomited I saw there was a piece of meat in my vomit. I was surprised to see that what is this, but after that vomit I realized that I am completely fine, and the feelings of hatred removed completely, ended completely. I tried to contact my husband, but it was impossible because my husband blocked me and he was not receiving my call and he was not seeing my messages. But after a few days, when he came back home to meet children, I apologized him. And I said, I did not know what happened with me, but now again, I am feeling love towards you, and I am sorry for my behavior. She said, my husband accepted my apologize and realized that there was something else, means that behind my behavior, there was some magic or evil eye issue or other thing. That's why she was behaving in that way. But again, Alhamdulillah, just because of this dua, I started love towards my husband. My husband started caring me again and again. We are started living a happy and prosperous life. So whenever you have any issue, any problem, any problem, just read this dua. La ilaha illallahu wahdahu la sharika lahu, lahul milku, walahul hamdu, wa huwa ala kulli shayin qadir. You will see benefits. Your problems, anxiety, issues, magic, evil eye will be ended, and you will spend happy and prosperous life, and you will be given reward abundantly. May Allah bless us, accept our prayers. Ameen. Jazakallahu khaira.